Alright, so in this video we are going to create a script that will zip files that are older than some specific data that we will specify in the script. So previously, as we created temporary files, here we have them in the temp underscore files directory. As you can see, we created a bunch of random files with random name and random extensions. And here later on we specified we updated the last write time of the files that we created. So here they are within 2020 and 2022 and 2023. So as you can see, we got some random dates between these this in last year. So now what we are going to do is we will specify some date, let's say 30 days or 60 days, and the files that are older than that date will be zipped, and later on we can do whatever we want. So that is what we are going to be doing. Also we can like remove the files that are older than zip them, as well as remove them from the directory. So let's just jump in the current directory. I have created zip.ps1 file and it's currently empty. So let's start creating the script. So the first thing we need to do is to set a variable of the target day here. So um, let's say files dir and set that equal to the temp files that we currently have, and then we will set the number of days. So let's say I want to zip the files that are older than 60 days, and then we will specify the name for the zip file. So let's say output underscore zip underscore file underscore name, and set that equal to, let's say, files older than, and then the days, so days dot zip, and we can remove this file also, then days and dot zip, so like 60 then dot zip. Now we have the output file. The next thing we need to do is to grab the files, right, that are older than 60 days. So to do that, I will create a variable, let's say files, or old files or older files, and we will use the get child item command, and then we will pass the path, take path, and passing the output the files dir, and then we will pipe that to the where object, and here we will pass some uh, we will set the days to be greater than 60 days, and we will grab them and store that in the older files variable. So as I mentioned before, we are going to be calculating the days based on the this date, and as you can see, this is the last write time. We can view all of them by using the GCI and then select star, piping that to the select star. Like if I go to the temp dir and I do GCI and then select star, these are all the files what we are interested in getting the last write time, which is right here, and checking if that is greater than the days that we specified. So to do that, I will come back to the script, and we will do like dollar underscore write last write time, that is less than the, we will calculate the date. So dollar get, not dollar get date command, and then we will add the days, and the days we want to add as actually to subtract the days, right? So like we are calculating the older files, so instead of adding days, we will we will add expression to subtract the days. So what we want to subtract the days is the days variable. And now if I save this, let's try that in the terminal. So I will copy this. I need to set the variable, so let's do it this way. We'll come here, initialize the variable, and then set initialize this variable as well, and then use the expression. So I will copy this, come here to the terminal, and Now, as you can see, it returned some files. These are all from 2022, but we have files from 2023 as well. So now we have the files. We need to create a zip archive on them. So to do that in PowerShell, we can use the compress archive command. So now to create the archive, we will use compress archive and passing the path. The path is the path of the files that we want to compress. So we have that in this variable, but this variable has only the name it returns, and we want the full path. So we will use the full name command, which returns attribute which returns the full path, and then we can specify the destination, and the destination path is actually the output zip file name variable that we created. So that is in the current directory. You can specify that whenever to anywhere you want. Now we have the compress archive created. We can display a message. So let's say write host. I will add a space here. Excuse me. Now let's say zip archive created, and then and then the output zip variable. Now if I save this, let's come here to the terminal. Here we have the script.ps1, and here we have the temp files. So now let's execute the script.ps1, and as you can see, it's going to show a pop-up of loading, and now we got the message that the zip archive created in the files older than 60.zip. So if I ls here we have the zip file. Now we can open that in the explorer as well. So explorer and in period, and as you can see here we have the zip file created for us. So if I open that up, here we have the files that are inside that directory. So as you can see here, the specific date, last access time.